All praises be to Ahaya, Bahashem Yeshaya, Wadash Warawak. Father, you're worthy to be praised. All praises be to the Most High.
That one part again.
Revelation 17, verse 4. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand.
As you can see, he has a red garment on with white collar, right? White sleeves coming out of his robe. Is he closer to the white in hue, or is he closer to the red? A scarlet colored beast. Now, this is deeper than just one man. We're letting you know. This is an empire. Read.
Having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication.
Come on.
And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great.
Mystery Babylon the Great. Come on.
The mother of harlots.
The mother of what?
The mother of harlots.
The mother of harlots. So every church that comes out of the Roman Catholic Church are harlots. Antichrist buildings. Antichrist institutions. Read.
The mother of harlots and abominations of the earth.
And abominations of the earth. Come on.
Verse 6. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints.
The blood of the what?
The blood of the saints.
The blood of the saints. So these people, the Roman Empire, would be, according to Christ on the Isle of Patmos, be responsible for spilling Israelites' blood in the streets. They'll be responsible for hunting those who believe in Christ, crucifying our people for teaching the good news, incarcerating our people for doing right. The saints of the Most High are Israelites. They aren't Christians. Psalms, the 50th chapter, 54 and 5. Let's get that real quick. The saints of the Most High.
Sir, Psalms 50, verse 5.
50 and 5. Read it.
Gather my saints together unto me.
Gather my saints together unto me.
Those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice.
Those who have made a covenant with me by sacrifice. Those are Israelites. And some people might say, well, hold up. That was talking about the Old Testament. Folks, the people who delivered, the men who delivered the gospel in the New Testament were Israelites. So what are you talking about? They kill me when they come with this thing. Or is there an Old Testament? Who are the New Testament Israel? What are you talking about, the New Testament Israel? As if the Old Testament had some people, one group of people God loved, and the New Testament is for another people. Folks, it was the Israelites who delivered the gospel of the New Testament against the Holy Roman Empire. So now Christ is identifying to the seven churches, John on the Isle of Patmos, the power structure, the government in place who will be responsible for targeting and killing saints who are Israelites. Like they did what? Like they did us in 70 AD. Like they did us in 70 AD. Vespasian and Titus. Finish reading. Revelation, come on.
Yes, sir. Verse 6. And I saw a woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Yeshua. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration.
I wondered with great admiration. Because it's the mystery. You have an empire targeting people, and no one out there is identifying this as a holy war. The real holy war. Y'all looking at what's going on in the Middle East and think that's the holy war. No, the holy war started with what Christ is talking about. The Romans using technology and all that, missionaries to find our people only to do what? Kill and enslave us. When Christopher Columbus went to discover America, folks, that was a holy war looking for us. Wake up, read.
And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Yeshua. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration.
I wondered with great admiration. Read.
And the angel said unto me, Wherefore didst thou marvel?
Why are you marveling?
I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carrieth her, which have 7 heads and 10 horns.
I'm going to give you the breakdown on this beast, the whore who would come out of her, and her judgment. I'm going to give it all to you. America, folks, is an idea that came out of the 7 heads and 10 horns. She embodied all its power. America became what Rome hoped to become until she was wounded. Who wounded her? Who wounded Rome? We did. We wounded Rome. Rome would have been accomplished a new world order if God didn't put a spirit on our people, generals in the army, to revolt against that imperialistic power. And through that, we began to build, folks, in Europe against the Roman pagans. That's right. We were, hey, folks, King James, black man. On and on and on. The rulerships within what they call the Dark Ages, they would make you believe that 300 to 500 years of history just went blank and nothing happened. That was us fighting. King James, folks, was fighting against Holy Rome, the Roman Empire. That's why they allowed people to call them gay and all that. That's right. Sat on 3 thrones at once, King James did. Scotland, Ireland, and what? Great Britain. Scotland, I think it's Scotland, France. No, Scotland, Ireland, and Great Britain. 3. That's right. The Irish people that they say, well, Irish people went into slavery too. That was us. Those were the remnants of what? The black nobility who ruled Europe. So we wounded them. We fought against them. And this is how Rome was wounded. But what did they do? They rebranded themselves with America, where Rome would just become a figurehead religiously, but still they would create a country to achieve what they couldn't. Because why? Our people had a frontal war against those who was identified as Esau. Look into the books of King James, and I'm not talking about the Bacon stories that came out after King James' death that would do what? That would demonize him. Those are Jesuit books that were created after his death to claim that he was homosexual and all that stuff. And everyone knew that King James was Rome's greatest nemesis. Straight out. But we understood what that frontal war was back then during the Dark Ages. See, but they had to create a new place where there would be no identifiable enemy to engage. We must fight and destroy Israel through a corporate structure. We must kill them and destroy them through a corporate structure, so where there's no front, there's no individual to fight or to defend themselves from. See, when it was Rome, we could defy Rome because if they came against us, we can fight back against them. But in America, they did something different. In America, they didn't create a country. They created this out. They made this a corporation. So Rome was like, you're not gonna fight up against us anymore. We're going to fight you through through the structure of a corporation behind the veil. All right. Hey, here we go. Here we go. Like I told you before, let me get it. Hold on, I'm going to get that in a minute. Like I told you before, let me get it. Right here. This is how we're going to fight you. We're going to fight you diplomatically through a corporation.